Hello and welcome to N Focus, coming to you this week from, I get to do my best French accent.
Oh,
Restaurant Le Na in the Vert district in Lumiose City. I am your host, Hilka, and you heard her already. She's back in black. Rosalie joining us again on N Focus after Seskra had to take over because of back pain.
yeah.
How's that going for you?
A lot better. I like how you said back in black, and I'm like, how did you know that I'm always wearing black? Um, yeah, it was very weird. I just woke up one day and I couldn't really move, and then when I did, I was very ill, and luckily, luckily I took one day off work because I didn't want to. The piss, as they say in this country. But I was in pain for a very long time and felt like a very old. It was annoying because I'm like a week and a half away from turning 35, and I'm like, this is the future, eh? This is what's in store. I was literally like looking up walking sticks on Amazon because
Yeah, I don't blame you.
it was just painful to walk. And
Yeah.
no, I didn't go to the GP and figure out why it happened. It's like almost like my coccyx that's really sore. It could just be that I'm slouching all the time and my back was like, stop it. I probably should go to the GP still at some point, but I don't want to. But yeah, no, I do feel a lot better now. I'm just like tired because life is tiring.
Yeah.
But I can walk more, and I can get out of bed, so that's nice. That's always a good thing. But yes, I appreciate the filling in for me because I was like, oh no, I hate when you're sick and then you're like, right, I should maybe take a day to like chill out and take lots of painkillers and just sleep, and then you have to like take a day off and not do things that you said you do, and then instead of sleeping you just spend the whole day feeling really guilty and horrible instead.
Yeah.
I think
Been there.
I think it's just the adult way. But I have had a couple of lazy weekends to kind of be like, right, like just chill out a bit.
Yeah.
And it's a lot better. But yeah, it's just the old lady way. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, I've also been very busy. I'm currently in the process of arranging a 6-person dinner party.
Ooh, I love a dinner party.
Yeah. I've put in a bunch of orders for food,
Oh,
and I should be able to make everything. Okay, I'm making a vegan rice pudding because we
ooh,
do have someone who doesn't eat dairy in the group. I've already tested it out and it's very good.
oh, I love rice pudding.
And then to add to the we're eating very heavy food, two of the people are coming in from abroad.
Ooh,
So I was like, what Dutch food can I make that fits everybody's dietary requirements and isn't like a massive pain in the butt
yeah.
and I can make like a lot of? So I'm going with the old standby, the classic split pea soup.
That sounds good. I love a wee grown up dinner party. My friend group doesn't really do them, and also I don't think anybody has like room in their flat and or house to do that.
Yeah, I'm the only one of my friends who does.
That's the dream though. I've like I think in like 2 years' time I want to be out of here. Obviously, the privilege of being able to say that. No, like might not be able to. But on my list, it's like bigger bathroom. The dream is an ensuite. That's not happening. It's an ensuite that only I would be allowed access to. Therefore, it'd be nice and clean and free of beard hair at all times. And
Yep.
dining room, because I don't know. I just always wanted a wee dining room. Because then, like, I've always wanted to host my own proper. I've never hosted my own Burns night before.
Oh,
And I'd love to do like a proper one and read all the poems and stuff. And yeah, but there's just no room to do that in this place because there's just like, oh, here's a big cabinet full of animated crap, and here's another one, and here's another one, and yeah. So, I'm very jealous. That sounds fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think you'll be able to eat this pea soup because I ordered so much meat. And
That's
like
fine.
it being cooked, like bone broth is pretty important to the flavor profile of the pea soup.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to making it vegetarian a little harder.
Yeah. Sounds like I think I've mentioned it before. My uncle does like this soup where it's like you put like a pig joint in it and it's left to like seep for like 24 hours. And
damn.
yeah, and it's like I've always said like, oh, if I ever eat meat again, that's the first thing I want to have. It's like my Uncle Keith's soup because it's the best soup in the world. And sometimes I have dreams where I'm eating it. I'm like, oh no, I'm going against my vegetarian ways because it's that tasty. And stovies, which is I don't know if you had that when you were here. No, probably not.
I don't think so. No.
No, it's kind of like
If you describe them, maybe I'll remember.
I don't know if restaurants do stovies. It's like mince mashed up into mashed potato, and you have like an oat cake with it. But like you can't. There's vegetarian recipes for it, but it's just not the same.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just want to have stovies like my grandma used to make it. But no. Maybe one day, I don't know. But yeah, a dinner party. I want to have a dinner party.
And that's like next week. So I'm like
Oh,
in the throes of preparation right now.
exciting.
I have also some amount of cleaning to do. I've just got books like everywhere.
Are they tabletop books, perhaps?
Yes. What about it?
I can't speak. I've got like exactly what you think everywhere.
Let's see. I've got on the little table, coffee table, I guess, that I put in front of my couch. I have the Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition 2024 rules player's handbook. I've got the Monster of the Week core rules. I've got The Weird by Monty Cook Games, which is just like a collection of random tables with just like weird ideas, like weird locations, weird plants, weird ways to stop a curse, that kind of thing. And I use that one a lot when I'm writing.
Huh.
And then on the table that's next to the couch, I have my Kickstarter exclusive version of Triangle Agency that comes in a box that looks like a briefcase.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I have lots of headsets around me, but that's more a work thing.
Yeah.
They're never ending. Oh dear.
It's been a minute since the two of us have been able to talk because I was away and then you were away and here we are. The gang's all here.
Yay. And we missed.
So if we go on one or two tangents, that'll be why.
Yes, I think we're allowed. I did find it really funny when you were like, "Oh, we're gonna have this break," and then they were like, "Oh, here's a direct," and then they were like, "Oh, here's loads of really important things," and I'm like, "Oh, they did this on purpose."
We've talked about this so often that like Nintendo is really, really good at scheduling things when it is the least convenient for specifically us.
I know, it's so annoying. Oh, I'd love it if there just actually is someone there going like Mr. Burns style with their fingers being like, "I'm doing this on purpose."
So we are going to get into our normal stuff, including covering a direct.
Yay!
Yay! This one was actually pretty cool, but it was also 60 minutes long.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we get into that, I want to remind everybody that we have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/GamePodular. If you want to send us some dollary dues, help support the show. It would be cool if you did. You don't have to, of course. We say this every time. Like, take care of yourself first. It's tough out there. Life is hard, especially if you live in the U.S. right now. So take care of yourself first. But if you got some extra cash lying around and you want to send it our way, we'd be very appreciative.
Yeah.
Also, check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/@GamePodular. You might be listening to this episode on there right now through the power of releasing it in the future.
Ooh.
And if you are, what is the thing in Pokemon Legends ZA that surprised you the most?
Oh,
Drop that in the comments.
that's a good question.
We also have GamePodular. We also have youtube.com/@GamePodular streams highlights, which is where we upload the VODs from our streams that are done at twitch.tv/GamePodular. More on that in a bit. And also highlight compilations. We released like compilation of the Portal 2 like single player playthrough that we did that turned out way longer than I thought it would when I was editing it. That thing took me all afternoon and a good chunk of the evening. But it's cool. It's fun. I learn something new every time I do it.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get into the news. Our first news story is a new NSO game on the Nintendo GameCube. That's been a minute.
Yay.
I'm genuinely shocked we haven't gotten more GameCube games. Like, the Switch 2 came out in what, May?
June.
June? Yeah, and then it launched with 3, and we've gotten 1 since then, and now this one is coming out later this week.
Yeah. Yeah. I imagine they might be saving some for like marketing purposes.
I'm surprised they haven't released like at least Metroid Prime 2.
Yeah, that is weird.
Because like 3 was a Wii game, right? I feel like I've had this discussion.
I think so. I always get confused as well because I remember there was a DS spin-off as well.
What, Metroid Prime Hunters?
Yeah.
Or Metroid Prime Pinball?
Oh, there was, God, I forgot about the pinball one. That was like a launch title, wasn't it? Was it?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. Much Metroid.
But the problem is, I've talked about this, I think, with Scott on stream, is they need to do some work to either update the controls or just remind people that, hey, this doesn't use the controls for Metroid Prime 1 Remastered.
Oh.
Also, yes, can confirm Metroid Prime 3 was on the Wii. So, because, like, Metroid Prime 4 comes out, like, in 2 months? Like, right? December?
December, I want to say... So, Kirby Air Riders is November the 20th?
And Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment is also in November.
Yeah. I should remember because I have to write these things all the time. Yeah, it's Metroid's very soon. That is weird.
Yeah.
Unless they're saving it for, I don't know, another remaster, but you think they would have done it already, so.
Yeah, like give people time to play the previous ones before you release the new one, maybe.
Yeah.
Like if you are going to release it on the Switch or Switch 2, give people time to don't be like the day before Metroid Prime 4 comes out, be like, hey, good news. We're shadow dropping on the Nintendo eShop, Metroid Prime 2 and 3 Remastered Collection. And everyone's like, can I have like 2 weeks, maybe? That's 2 games? And they're Metroidvanias?
Yeah. I feel like there's so many GameCube games I feel like we should have had. I mean, it was a surprise to get Chibi Robo because that is one of the more like niche ones. But
oh, right. There was also Chibi Robo. Yeah, I forgot about that. So we've had 2.
Yeah.
Because there's been the first 3, which was Wind Waker, Soul Calibur 2, and F-Zero GX. And then we had Mario Strikers, something or other, and then Chibi Robo.
Yep.
And now I just realized we haven't actually said what it is yet. We're getting Luigi's Mansion on October 30th.
Which, do you know, perfect timing because it is Halloween, huh? Or as they call here, Samhain, huh?
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, I'd rather it was Eternal Darkness, if I'm gonna be honest. But, you know, I'll take my favorite Luigi's Mansion game instead. That's fine.
And if you are interested in experiencing Luigi's Mansion passively, you could go to twitch.tv/GamePodular on October the 31st. at 8 p.m. GMT, where I'm going to be streaming it from my Switch 2 on our Twitch channel. And Scott, the absolute trooper, is going to be joining me.
Aww.
And I say the absolute trooper because maybe people don't know. He lives in Australia. He lives on the east coast of Australia. And it is going to be 6 a.m. for him when we start streaming.
No.
He was okay with it. I was like, are you sure? Like, are you really sure? And he was fine with it.
Oh.
And it's going to be 9 p.m. for me. And we don't really, we talked about this before. We don't really celebrate Halloween here, so I'm not worried about trick-or-treaters interrupting me. And for Scott, it'll already be November 1st, so that's done and dusted.
Of course.
See, we thought about this.
Yeah, that's amazing. Have you played through? Because I remember you didn't have a game. You did have a GameCube, or you didn't have a GameCube?
I did not have a GameCube.
Not, yeah.
I've never played Luigi's Mansion 1. I've also never played the 3DS version.
But you've played.
I'll be going in blind.
But you played 2 and 3.
Nope.
Oh.
I have not played a single Luigi's Mansion game.
Interesting. Well, you're playing the best one. The other ones are actually really, really good. And it's kind of cool. The whole series is now on the Switch / Switch 2. Well, Switch 2 only, I guess. Because like the first one, there's main ghosts that you go after, and they have a lot of personality, and their design's really interesting, and the room they're in is kind of themed towards their personalities, and they kind of got rid of that for the sequels. They just make them like, oh, that's the ghosts and they're different color. And I always got a bit sad about that. So the first one is still my favorite. And I think it does a good job. It's not like scary, but it does a good job at making some bits a bit eerie. And the fact that it's just one button, and all it does is make Luigi go, Mario! And that's it. And I think that's just the best thing ever. It's so good. I just love it. I love it so much. I still have my childhood copy in this room somewhere. Good times.
I'm really looking forward to playing it, experiencing it for the first time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool, I hope.
It's not that long either, so it's perfect. It's like the perfect kind of length that that you enjoy it without it kind of overstaying its welcome. I feel.
I'm not expecting to finish it on stream.
No.
Because we're only streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because, well, I do need to sleep at some point.
How dare you?
I've been told by many people that it comes highly recommended.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm really excited to get into it. It should be a lot of fun.
Yay.
And come join us. Come hang out and chat.
Yeah, I might see if I'm I can't. I'm probably going to be forced to go to my mum's to help her with all the geysers, but I might check in on my phone, be like hello, and run off again. Or I might be asleep. Who knows? I am going out on Halloween the next day in the most boring, the least complicated Halloween cosplay / outfit I've ever made in my life. But I just, you just can't be bothered.
To be clear, you're doing Halloween stuff on the 1st of November?
Yeah, because all the bars and stuff still do the party on the Saturday.
Okay. I see.
Yeah, because people work and things. So one of
I figured Friday night is pretty doable.
Yeah, I think people just prefer Saturdays because they're not knackered from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also makes sense.
So one of the locals does a Halloween party every Halloween, and you get a free shot if you dress up. And I've put together outfit of Casey from aka Drew Barrymore from the first Scream film, because I was like, what's really comfy and really, really easy to do. And I even have a retro phone with me, so that will be fun.
My grand oh God, what's the word I'm looking for? Contribution to the Halloween aesthetic on our stream is going to be I'll be wearing a shirt with a large skull on it.
Oh, you could say you're cosplaying as a Sid from Toy Story.
It has more than that, unfortunately, but it prominently features a very large skull. It is one of my many Dungeons and Dragons related t-shirts, specifically designed by Brian Patterson, who also, fun fact, I commissioned him to do the art for like the avatar I use on like Blue Sky and stuff.
Oh,
That's also
that's
him.
cool.
Yeah, I've bought 5 of his shirts by now. He makes good, solid shirt designs.
Oh, that's cool.
Go check him out. D20 Monkey on Teespring. # not sponsored. I'm just a fan. Or not Teespring, TeePublic. Damn it. Just Google D20 Monkey. You'll find him. He's great. And then sort of our main story on the news was the Kirby Air Riders Direct 2. They did a second one. That was even longer than the first one. This thing was 60 minutes long.
Yeah.
I will say, it says here in my notes, the first thing I wrote down in my notes is, why does this exist? And I gotta admit, after I finished watching it, I was like, okay, yeah, I get it now. Because the main thing that I want to take away, that I took away from this Kirby Air Riders Direct is there is just kind of just a ludicrous amount of stuff in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And I do agree with your something you talked about on the Discord, which you can find on our website. Invitation links for that are on our website. That like it is nice to be able to like discover interesting modes and stuff just through gameplay. That it doesn't necessarily all need to be explained.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, I get the feeling that like Sakurai talked about in this presentation, like I put everything I had into this game. Like there's going to be no DLC, no like post-launch support except for like bugs and stuff, I assume. Just this is the game, you get what you see. And I do respect his desire to be very proud of all the things that they put in there.
Yeah.
Because one of the first things they talked about in the presentation is Top Ride, which is top-down on smaller versions of the maps, which was in the original. And one of the things, and the way he talked about it is like, yeah, you know, we were thinking like, we don't really, like, we've already got so much stuff in the game, we don't really need to add it, but people were going to ask about it, so we just did it anyway. There was just a lot in this presentation that felt, that he didn't say that about, but it felt that way.
Yeah.
You know, like the last major game I can immediately remember that was like a capital S Sakurai game was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And that has so many like little finicky finicky is maybe not the right word, but little cool like details and interesting things in the menu and alternate modes. And Kirby Air Riders also has a lot of that. And showing that off is, I think, generally a good thing.
I do wonder, I did have a thought after. To preface this, I didn't watch all of it. I see bits of it. So this will be a learning experience for me too. But I did wonder if this is actually one of his last ever games. And that's also a reason why he was like, if I'm gonna, if I'm about to retire, I want to talk about how cool the things I made are. And you know what? Fair dues.
Yeah.
I probably want to do that too. So
I will say it was a 60-minute presentation, and there was a lot in those 60 minutes. So I did write notes, but I didn't write lists for literally everything, I tried to keep it to the things I think people will be most interested in hearing, but if there's some details that we're not talking about, it's because I didn't want this episode to be 3 hours long, essentially. So here we go. First thing they talked about, as I mentioned, is Top Ride. It does use a lot of the same mechanics as the normal races. Like you pick up copy abilities and items, and hitting other players with them will speed you up instead of them slowing down. It has free controls and steer controls, which in the previous version was you had one vehicle that had free controls and one that had steer controls. And in this one, you just get to choose which one you want to use, including from the pause menu during the race. There are also items that are exclusive to this mode. I don't exactly remember what those were. That was one of the lists I didn't write down. They also introduced road trip mode. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is two completely different modes. Well, completely different. Road trip, it combines elements of air ride, top ride, and city trial. It also has like some of the challenges that they showed off that happened during the thing is like during the tour, during the road trip is like, oh, you beat this track in under a certain amount of time. Stuff like that. Just to switch it up a little bit. So you're not just doing like Mario Kart World Grand Prix where it's the same every time. It seems like it has some sort of like roguelite element to it because like you can pick up items and there's little like encounters you have with big characters, and which item you have will determine how that encounter goes and where you go next. It kind of reminded me of like Slay the Spire, which is an insane thing to say about a Kirby kart racer. And at the end of road trip mode, this seems to be sort of like the story mode. It seems to be going to like a confrontation with that mysterious character with like the blue flame eyes that they showed off at the end of the last direct.
Yeah, I remember that.
There's a bunch of stuff you can do in online mode, including you have like a driver's license, which you can customize with backgrounds and stickers, and you can put together like a title, and it shows your victory power rating or something, just like how good you are at winning, essentially. And it tracks that for air ride, top ride, and city trials separately.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's kind of like competitive shooters. Well, they'll track your wins and your losses and things, kind of.
Yeah,
I guess.
And the game also uses that rating to determine like which league you'll be in, I think was the word they called. Like there was different colors. And if you're in the red league, it's sort of like a matchmaking system to play with players that are around your skill level.
Okay.
They showed off some more copy abilities that weren't in the first one, including Needle, Freeze, Sleep, Fighter, Drill, Flash, and Missile. Haven't seen missiles as a copy ability since Kirby and the Crystal Shards on the Nintendo 64. I love that game. Did you ever play it?
Yeah, but I didn't own it. So
it's on NSO.
No, yeah. I've played on it. In fact, I think it might have been one of the first games I played in NSO, but it's not one that I have like because I didn't own it or know somebody that like would lend it to me. It's not one that I've played a lot of.
Yeah.
Because my favorite, I think I've mentioned this before. My favorite Kirby is I had two different names. Kirby the Canvas Curse, the DS one.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite. Which I know is a bit unorthodox because it's like you're a ball for most of it. But yeah.
I think my favorite Kirby is either Nightmare in Dreamland. No, not Nightmare in Dreamland. Superstar Ultra.
Yeah.
On the DS. Or
Forgotten World.
Honestly.
Gotta be Forgotten.
Sorry?
It has to be Forgotten World, right?
Yeah, Forgotten Land. I love that game so much.
Yeah,
I've played it like 3 times all the way through.
Yeah. I was like, if there's one game I associate with you, it's that one.
But Crystal Shards is cool. Fun fact, I originally played it. I was very naughty. I played it on an emulator.
Oh, no.
On my Dell laptop.
How dare you?
Yeah. Well, it was 2011. They weren't really selling N64 games anymore.
Yeah. A wink, wink. Oh, it's really bad. A wink, wink.
Yeah. But I have now also played it on NSO.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about it is for those of you who've never played it, you can combine copy abilities together.
Yeah.
Including like 2 of the same abilities to get a more powered up version. And so bomb plus bomb equals homing missiles. Back to the direct. They showed off some more courses. They look pretty cool, including the return of all 9 courses from the original game, which are not available right from the start. You do have to play to unlock them, which cool. Yeah. That's how video games work.
Yeah.
Like,
much prefer that.
although the one downside with stuff like that, I will say, is like you invite your friends over.
Yeah.
To be like, ooh, let's play some like sort of a party-ish game. But you've been playing the game for like 30 hours because you wanted to unlock everything so everybody could play with everything. And so you absolutely destroy your friends who have never played before.
Yeah. I mean, you're going to get a bit of that anyway with a game that you own and they might not own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cough me with Mario Kart World because I kicked all my friends' asses. Although some of my friends, like one of my friends, Nikki, does competitive, like he does tournaments for fighting games. So even if I got a fighting game before him, because, you know, a lot of the mechanics are can be quite similar, especially if they're from like the same developer or something. I just instinctively know that no matter what fighting game it is, he's just going to kick my ass. So it could be that situation. But yeah, that is true. There is a bit of
I have this mental image of like you invite Nikki over just for like, hey, do you want to come over and play some video games? Soul Calibur 2 came out on NSO and he's like, sure. And then he comes over with his like professional level fight stick and you are playing on it like a pro controller and just clack, 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 clack.
I think he actually is a controller player, I think. It's because I bought this.
Damn.
This is one of the tangents we're going on and just warning everybody. I bought Mortal Kombat 1 because, no, I didn't buy it. It was on PlayStation Plus, but I bought the season pass because Ghostface is one of the playable characters. Yeah, and so is like Homelander, and I really like the boys and things, and I just thought that I like when they have like the interactions, and you know, I like old school Mortal Kombat. So I was like, oh, this will be a fun thing to play with people around on a Friday night. I can beat my partner's ass, but yeah, Nikki just obliterated me again. But it was fun, but also I just know not to, you know, because Guilty Gear is his game though, and I'm very tempted. To buy it and secretly, because I discovered like you can even get fighting game coaches and like pay people to like teach you how to like be good at a fighting game, and I'm like, should this be my life's goal to like get on his level? But yeah.
Some of the best advice I've ever seen that I don't know if it actually works because I'm not a fighting game player at all, is if you want to get into fighting games, find someone else who also wants to get into fighting games.
Oh.
And like learn the game together, because then you'll always have a sparring partner.
Oh.
And you don't just get destroyed by people on like ranked.
Yeah.
And so you'll learn together, and you can like point out different strategies to each other and stuff. It's very... it makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, that's really cute. I like that. To be honest, I kind of wanted to buy Guilty Gear anyway because they added Lucy from Cyberpunk Edgerunners, the anime, as like a DLC character, and I'm like, oh. And I do like fighting games. I just, you know, that childhood thing where you just kind of play the buttons because you have a tiny bit of muscle memory. You just play what feels good, but you don't, you know, you haven't memorized any combos or anything like that. That's how I play. And to be fair, I did do well on ranked on Tekken 7? No, 6. Tekken 6. But I'm not good anymore. So maybe I am good at Mario Kart though. So maybe I could be good at Kirby Air Riders. To tie it back
to the main topic at hand.
Yeah. I was trying to do one of your segues, not as smooth, but I'm getting there.
Yes. I will say Scott is like dangerously close to overtaking me. He had some absolute bangers on the last episode of Unfocused.
Oh.
Speaking of overtaking, they added a swap relay mode where you switch to different machines after each lap. And they've shown off some machines that have some very interesting control styles. So it'll be a good way to learn a lot of different machines. They also showed off a bunch more stuff for city trials, including the inclusion of legendary machines.
Ooh.
I didn't write down the names. I'm just realizing. But there's 2 of them. One of them is the one that's one of like 3-part items in Smash Bros.
Oh, yeah.
Although, as he pointed out, it was in Kirby Air Ride first.
Ah.
And that one's like the speed and flight one. And then there's one that looks like it's made out of like beetle parts.
Ooh.
And that's like ground-based in combat. And similarly to Smash Bros, and I assume also to Kirby Air Ride, you have to collect all 3 parts before you're allowed to ride it. But then it's a legendary machine. It's really powerful.
Yeah.
And unlike in Smash Bros, if the parts get knocked off of you or off, say, someone else, they are going to be stuck together. Like if they've collected 2 of them, the 2 parts are going to be stuck together, so you don't have to collect them separately.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is nice. Because this is a game where you can go very fast and miss stuff like that.
Yeah.
They also showed off team battles in City Trial. How that works is, well, you make 2 teams. Fun little thing with regards to the legendary machines. You pick up the parts as a team. Like if a team member picks it up, theoretically anyone in the team has access to it, and whoever picks up the last part gets the machine on that team, regardless of who picked up the other ones. And it also affects things in the arena, like the end of City Trial arena modes, arena battles. Arena clashes, maybe. They're not all battles. Some of them are like races and jumping challenges. Anyway, then they showed off a bunch more riders. Taranza, who I confess I don't think I had ever heard of. Lololo and La, who swap who's standing in front when you do a quick spin.
Oh.
I don't know what that accomplishes, but it happens. Then we had, Daroche, Rocky, Rick, Scarfy, Marks, and Waddle Dee, who I'm shocked was not in the first one, but I guess they had like Bandana Waddle Dee.
Yeah, they're separate apparently.
Yeah. They showed off some more city events that show up in City Trial that weren't in the first one. They showed off that you can decorate your machines and like sell your designs for the in-game currency called miles.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And it did kind of feel like a speculator's market, because like every time a design gets bought, it becomes more expensive. But like it's only in-game currency, and it doesn't actually like accomplish anything aside from just cosmetics.
Yeah.
That is one thing that I appreciate that like they were very clear about. There is an in-game currency which you use to buy cosmetics, and only cosmetics. Nothing gameplay focused is going to be sold for those. And also there's like an unlocking system like in Smash Bros where like if you do like a certain challenge, it'll like reveal something on a picture and you'll get a reward.
Oh, I like that.
And not only are none of the multiplayer, because there's 4 panels in total, and there's one for multiplayer. The multiplayer one does not have anything that you can't get in the other ones.
Oh, that's good.
So if you're like me and probably won't be playing it multiplayer except with people you know, you don't have to worry about that very much. And also, you can get the same thing multiple times. So it's not like the only way to get this one specific machine is by beating this one specific challenge. But if you do get the same machine multiple times, it unlocks like a different skin for it.
Oh.
I was also a big fan of the fact that they proudly showed off the accessibility options in the menus.
Yeah.
You love to see those.
Hell yeah.
They showed off 5 new amiibo, which are very large. And you can like swap riders and machines between the amiibos. And also some of them have like parts that you can rotate to go from like ground mode to flight mode. And They didn't say the price in the presentation, but I'm given to understand that it's quite high.
There was 3 new amiibo mounts, so it's 5 altogether.
Oh, right. They showed off the other 2 just not in the previous direct, but like
No, they did
shortly afterwards, right?
No, they did show them in the previous direct.
Did they? Am I misremembering?
Yeah. They didn't show like them, like they showed images of them. They weren't like there physically, I'm pretty sure.
You pay a lot more attention to amiibos, so I'm inclined to believe you.
Well, that's only because I get paid to write burns. Yeah, so weirdly, so the first 2 come out the same time as the game. And the only other one that's unless it's they've popped up as we're talking right now. The Meta Knight one is available to pre-order. The other 2 of the 3 newly announced ones aren't yet, but they apparently come out in March next year. If they're all the same price, so in the UK they're $33.99 each. So if you want all of them, that is about 170 pounds, which is a lot.
That is a lot of money. Yeah.
And I pre-ordered the Super Mario Galaxy amiibos, both of them. They come out in April, and I'm like,
jeez.
I don't know if I can. I do want. I might get the Kirby one just because it's Kirby. But my dream of owning every amiibo is fading away because they're announcing so many and they're so expensive.
Yeah, like a good number of them have also been like the larger expensive kind, right? Like the first one that like really caught my eye in that regard was like the Street Fighter amiibo, I think was Street Fighter or Tekken.
No, there was 3 Street Fighter 6 ones, yeah. And also
Street Fighter 6, that was it.
So out of all the ones announced since alongside the launch of the Switch 2, from then till now, there's been 17. I own 1.
God.
I own 1, and it was a side-on one from Tears of the Kingdom because I love him. And he was like the original kind of retail price because he's a bit smaller. Although I think it was £3 more because of inflation, and amiibos were caught in the price hike Nintendo thing. But yeah, it's expensive, and I am sad. But yeah, I probably will get one of them. I can't justify all of them, but they are cool. But also, no.
It would be really funny if just for the bit you only got like the Chef Kawasaki one.
Well, I do like him.
Yeah,
he's really
but
cool.
Just like not the Kirby one.
Okay,
yeah. Like
do it for
just Chef Kawasaki.
Yeah, maybe I will do it for the bit.
Because it's Kirby, Meta Knight, DDD, Chef Kawasaki, and the 5th one that I don't remember who it is.
Yeah. I can't remember either off the top of my head.
Maybe Rick? Was it Rick, maybe? Maybe Waddle Dee, Bandana Waddle Dee, perhaps?
That was the second one announced, the first direct.
Okay, yeah, then we have all 5.
Oh, okay.
Kirby, Bandana Waddle Dee, and then Meta Knight.
Yep.
DDD, Chef Kawasaki.
Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And I already own a couple of Kirby amiibos, so that's annoying. But yeah, so many amiibos, so little time and money.
Yeah. Is this a bad time to mention that the Magic the Gathering PlayStation Secret Layers just went on sale?
I'm still contemplating making sure I get the Jaws one. When you messaged me on Discord and you went, I think they're personally attacking you at this point, because it was like Jaws and Furby, and I'm just like, come on. And then it was,
they've done Sonic and Spider-Man this year as well.
Yeah, next year's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I'm like, this isn't fair. This is so unfair. I'm definitely hunting down the Jaws set and the Furby one, but I don't know about the PlayStation one. But yeah, it's just not fair.
There's so many Furby ones. Like I've been looking to buy like the Dan one, which is like, we don't have enough time to explain what Dan is to non-Magic players. It's a whole thing. But I was scrolling through like the Secret Lair website. This is another tangent. And I was like, okay, you know, there's foil and non-foil ones. Fair enough. There's like 5 Furby Secret Lairs. It's wild.
Oh, yeah, and I might have to buy them. And I've been collecting the Final Fantasy cards now too. So not as like religiously as I collect Pokemon cards, where I'm not like, I don't know like what I'm looking for. I just buy a pack and go, oh, these are pretty, and keep them. But it's dangerous. Too many expensive collecting hobbies. It's bad. It's a bad time.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Although, admittedly, I'm looking at the PlayStation ones, and I don't think there's any PlayStation ones from series that you're like that invested in.
Oh really? If there was like a Parappa one, then I'd be like, oh my god.
No, it's God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, The Last of Us Part 2, and Uncharted.
Yeah, nah. If it was like an Astrobot one they did, or like if they did Parappa, or like OG, well, they wouldn't do Final Fantasy because they've already done it. Yeah, they're not. That's okay then. They don't get my money this time.
Yeah. Okay, now there's Furby's The Gathering Foil Edition, Confetti Foil Edition. Okay. Yeah, there's 3 different Furby Secret Lairs.
Oh my god.
Oh, there's also more Spider-Man one cards.
Oh yeah, I did get a pack.
Daily Bugle Breaking News, Heroic Deeds, and Villainous Plots.
Oh.
Anyway. Oh, there was more God of War. There was a Ghost of Tsushima one. Oh my god. Oh yeah, they did 2 Iron Maiden Secret Lairs.
Oh.
Oh, this is what I'm thinking of. There were a bunch of the Furby ones that are no longer available.
Ah. Yeah, I think we just
say a bunch. There was one more. Nula. Due Nula. I assume that means something to you.
It's just Furbish, I'm pretty sure. Just like their language. That's amazing. I do love Furbies.
Oh, magic cards. What were we talking about? Right, yes. And then the end of the presentation, which I very much appreciated, and we already sort of brought up, is no DLC, none of that. Like I said, what you see is what you get. Mm-hmm. And after an hour of 45 minutes of being advertised to, because let's not mince words, that's what these are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to buy this game.
Oh.
Like, I was like kind of medium on it after the first one, but after the second direct, I'm in. I'm buying this.
Ooh.
Remind me, when does it come out? Like November 20th?
Yes, yeah. See, if it was like came out early next year, then I'd 100% buy it. But because of Pokemon and the Super Mario Galaxy collection being from the same payday, I'm like, oh, that was over £100 on Switch games, and I'm like,
yeah, you couldn't even get them with they don't do the vouchers anymore, so you can't even do that.
Yeah, I mean, it's my fault because I got it for like more to collect. I mean, I have played it, but I got it as like a collector's thing. So it was like, oh, cool. It's like a physical, it's still not good on the bank. And I pre-ordered the Rosalina's book as well. But what I have done, because it's my birthday next month, I'm like, oh, I'll put Air Riders on my like wish list and see if birthday or Christmas Santa provides, which is usually what I do. Like, I look at games.
Would be cool.
Yeah, I usually, when I was very skint, I would like strategically go, right, I can ask for this for my birthday, so I'll be able to play it in time and do that. It was a whole thing. So I won't get it at launch, but I do want it. It's like 56 quid here, which isn't too bad. I mean, it's not good, but it's not the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it could be like 80 quid and it's not that. So that's good.
Yeah, I'm super excited for this. I mean, I love the way Sakurai makes games. Like I've gone on a record many times on this podcast of being a huge fan of Kid Icarus Uprising,
Yes.
for instance. That also had just like the very Sakurai-ish style of all these interesting things in the menus and different like ways to play the game, and it had like a weapon combination system that you could use for the multiplayer, which I played a lot of on my extremely terrible Wi-Fi, but I was pretty good at it. I don't want to like brag too hard, but I was okay at the Kid Icarus Uprising multiplayer. But yeah, I'm fully in on Kirby Air Riders now. Like I'll probably get it on launch.
Ooh. And then you can talk about it and tell me all about it. Yay. Yeah.
Speaking of talking about games we've recently been playing, smooth as butter, baby. We've both been playing some Pokemon Legends ZA because that came out between this episode and the last one.
Yeah.
And how do you want to start? How are we finding it?
It's really fun. I'm doing that thing where I saw people that were like, "Oh, I just saw the end credits on like the day after," and I'm like, "No, we're not about that." If I'm spent,
no disrespect to, I wish I could remember his name off the top of my head, but the guy who runs Cerebi.net.
Yes.
The like best source for Pokemon stuff.
Yes.
Hands down. He hit end credits in like 17 hours, and I was like, I'm like 25 hours in, and I just got Mega Evolution. Like,
I'm like 20 hours in. Although I got that a while ago. Well, not a while ago. A while ago. But no, I like. It's one of I like taking my time with, especially with Pokemon, because you've got like you can fill up your Pokedex and you can kind of go off the main campaign a little bit. But if I'm spending that much money in a game, I want to take my time and really enjoy it. And I have been enjoying it. It's really cool. And it runs really nice on the Switch too, which is the important part. That was nice to see.
Yeah. It is like, I imagine A, just, the much higher power of the Switch 2 helps, and B, the map is a lot smaller than Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah. It's not very, I mean, I don't want to say it's not graphically demanding, but it's not as it's detailed as it could be that you'd expect that it wouldn't run on the Switch 2. Yeah.
I will say there has been some discourse, shall we say, about the way this game looks.
Yes, I saw that.
And on the one hand, there is one thing I agree with in that, like, there's like it's based on Paris, and Paris is built primarily in an architectural style that has a lot of balconies.
Mm-hmm.
And the balconies on the buildings in Lumiose are just textures, right? They're not actually sticking out of the buildings.
Yeah.
And that is unfortunate. But like, other than that, like, I don't really need Pokemon games to be like graphically impressive.
No.
I have some other like minor criticisms with like just the way, like, the production values of the game, but like, I don't need Pokemon to look like, I know this is like now not a graphically impressive game, but like, I don't even need it to look like Twilight Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Like, very cartoony, like, that just works for Pokemon.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of details that they could do. Like, honestly, like, the balcony thing makes sense for the architecture of what it was inspired by. But on the other hand, there's probably also a gameplay reason that might make like some of the platforming stuff a little more complicated. And like, there's probably a reason beyond just they basically only have 1 to 2 years to make these.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, it's like on the one hand, would I really like a really like detailed Pokemon game where there's loads of buildings you can go in and out of and there's more depth to it? Yes. Am I going to be like super annoyed if that isn't a thing ever or for a while? No, because there's a ton of RPGs I can play instead if I want that. It's not, but also I don't think we'd even get that until we have one that was designed for the Switch 2 from the get-go. And we know this wasn't, well, because, it's on the original Switch. So
Yeah.
I think once we get into...
We might get on Gen 9? Whatever the next one is.
10?
I can theoretically count forward, but I choose not to.
I only remember because of there was the whole leak business lately, and they kept saying Gen 10, so I assume that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah, because they had the names in there, which, might not be the names, and I won't say them because I'm not going to be mean.
Yeah,
but
I'll believe it when I did also see some of those leaks,
yeah.
and they seem plausible, but on the other hand, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Like, you can say literally anything you want and call it a leak.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I mean, for like a big metropolis, it's not very packed full of people. But I get why, but it's not the worst thing in the world, is it? So
yeah.
Like
I don't need, like, when I think of a really packed city in a video game, I think of Assassin's Creed Mirage. But that's Assassin's Creed Mirage. That game took like more years to make and also runs on way more powerful hardware.
Yeah.
And Lumiose City is like not the most populated, you're right, but it's populated enough in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, could some of the people be walking more instead of just standing around in the middle of the street? Yeah, probably. But on the other hand, if they're walking around, it makes it harder to talk to them and hear their good dialogue, because the writing in this game is like really funny.
It is.
There's just like, I have a screenshot on my Switch of like, in one of the very early fights in the game, you beat like the one of the guys from the dojo. He's like, you have mastered teaching your Pokemon moves. And it's just like, yeah, dude, like, that's how it works. I don't know what to tell you. Like,
what the
like, and like the response options are like, one of them is just like, of course, and the other one is like, yeah.
Like even the little team team MZ that you hang out with, like, I feel like they have the most personality out of like your rivals and friends out of a Pokemon game in a very, very long time. Well, no, I enjoyed Scarlet and Violet, but I just feel like they feel more like, I don't know, I just really like them. They're just really funny. And I really I just, whenever it's not, I wish there was voice acting, but whenever there's a scene with them, I'm not like, oh, here we go. I'm like, yay, I want to see what they say because they're delightful.
Yeah, and I like that. I mean, like, I know what some of the comments might say of like, ooh, yeah, characters have motivations, Hilka, yadoi. But like, I like that they all have very different reasons for being part of Team MZ.
Yes, yeah.
But it still factors into the reason for the team existing.
Yeah, yeah.
I like that they're not all just, I want to be the best trainer.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like, this game, the characters just have so much personality. Like, I'm very bad at remembering names, just in general, so I'm going to describe characters and hope you know who I'm talking about. So by the sounds of it, you're a little further than I am, but like, the guy with the sideburns who works for the company, you fight him to go very high up in the rankings, shall we say.
Yes.
Yeah. He's like, he has the like serious, he's got the sideburns, he's got the suit, but then he has like a little baneri in his like
Yeah.
ponytail, and it's just like little things like that just give this game just a great sense of personality.
Yeah.
And Lumiose is small, but it's very densely packed full of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it is still a lot of fun to explore.
Yeah.
It's no Yakuza, but like that's a very high bar to clear.
Oh
you know?
man, a Yakuza Pokemon game would be amazing.
And the main thing I really like about the way that the story is unfolding, and also just the premise of the game, is this game, more than any other Pokemon game, which they did start doing very well with Scarlet and Violet, I will say, it really emphasizes that you're living in a world with Pokemon, which is a
Yes!
crazy thing to say. Like, but you know, the point of the game is like wild zones are in the city as a way of like trying to cohabitate between Pokemon and people. And there are genuinely people who are like, I don't really know about this. Or like, the new wild zone is around my pastry cart. Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? The Pokemon are going to steal all my stuff.
Yeah, because like when I was because my partner wants to play, but obviously he has to wait till I finish because that's just the rules. um, and I was explaining the wild zones, and he was like, "Oh, that's a bit rubbish." And I was like, "Yeah, but they're contextualized into like the story, and it's like, you know, they're animals, and they should be allowed to like live amongst us because, you know." And it's like a whole thing. And he's like, "Oh, that's really cool." And I'm like, "Yeah, it is really cool."
And that being said, there's plenty of Pokemon outside wild zones
yes,
as well,
yes,
right?
there
Like,
is, yeah.
you go to an area where there's a lot of trash, and shock surprise, you'll find some rubbish. Like, you go exploring on rooftops, and you'll find like Dratini and Hawlucha,
Yeah.
and there's fletchlings on like lampposts. It's just these little things that make it feel like an actual environment and not just a place where you run around in a video game.
Yeah.
You know?
Although, did you? You probably saw like memes about it online, but did you notice the benches design in the game?
Oh yeah, the hostile architecture, the benches.
Yeah, what's it like? I don't know if maybe. I imagine maybe they don't have them in Japan, but I was like, why do they have anti-homeless benches in Pokemon? That's so grim. Oh,
Yeah.
makes me sad. I kind of want them to be patched out because I was like, oh no. But I just thought that was, well, funny. I don't think it's a word. Bizarre, maybe it's the word.
Yeah, it's very odd.
But yeah, no, the city looks great, and also like I don't know, yeah. Oh, and having a day and night cycle is really neat.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying that aspect as well.
the presence of like some sort of time limit, even though it's a time limit that like doesn't actually matter all that much.
Yeah.
Has gotten me to use items way more than I have in any other Pokemon game.
Oh, interesting.
Like, I do the thing that a lot of people do, where I just hoard items.
Yeah.
Like, I'll finish a Pokemon game with like as many super potions as you can carry. You know, I will never use healing items unless I absolutely have to during a fight.
Oh.
But in this game, like, because there is that element of time pressure, even though it is mostly artificial, and also because like this game can actually be pretty hard, because if you're like running into an encounter and you're not prepared for it, you might get ambushed and have to fight like 2 to 3 Pokemon at once.
Yeah.
And that's gonna kick your butt real quick.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just using like antidotes and burn heals and berries and super potions, and I'm blasting through it a lot. And you pick up a lot of items just in like the sparkly bits. Like, I've gotten so many super potions from those. Good thing too, because I've used a lot of them so far.
I just had a image of you. Have you ever watched It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I've seen a couple seasons, I think,
There's-
like 2 or 3.
There's a scene where Danny DeVito's like talking, and he's like, and I just started blasting. And I just had
Yeah.
an image of like you.
Just with like 2 like super potion spray
Yeah.
bottles.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, like there's some wild zones that like I get why they're like that, because it's, this is it, there's a lot, like I think it's Wild Zone 8 that I've done just a lot of training in. That's I might be thinking of the wrong number, but it's the one with the Machop and the Drillbur and the Krokorok and Sandiles.
Yeah.
That Krokorok, especially when it's an alpha,
Yeah, my God.
is so annoying. Oh my God. But like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like it's the alpha of the area, and it's going to get up in your business if you're not like actually paying attention.
Yeah.
Like you cannot play this game on autopilot.
Nope.
Which is another thing I want to talk about is the battle system, because famously it has a real-time battle system. I am shocked by how much I love it and how quickly I grew to love it.
Yeah. I it's probably one of my favorite interpretations of Pokemon battling that isn't, the traditional turn-based. I might like it a bit more. Maybe.
There are some moments where like Bubble Beam is a real drag because it moves really slowly. So like if you you're sneaking up on a wild Pokemon and you use Bubble Beam, this has happened to me a lot because I've been training up a Binacle. And you'll use Bubble Beam, and then the wild Pokemon hasn't noticed you yet, but it just moves, and the bubbles move so slowly that you'll just miss.
Yeah.
Or a very funny one, I caught an alpha Magikarp and evolved it into a Gyarados. Because the alpha Magikarp came with Hydro Pump, and that one's pretty good. But alpha Pokemon are larger than most normal Pokemon.
Yeah.
So this alpha Gyarados is absolutely enormous. And so when it uses Hydro Pump, it comes out of its mouth, which is high up off the ground. So like in a lot of times that I've used Hydro Pump, it'll fire it just over the enemy Pokemon because it will have shifted just slightly and it'll just miss.
Oh no.
It's very funny.
But I like it because it reminds, like, growing up watching the anime where like I always used to like wish the battling was like, oh, I wish the games were like the anime where you actually have to like, Pokemon has to like duck or like, actually have to think about where you are and how fast or slow your moves are. And it kind of feels like we're finally like getting to that kind of like, like development, and it's really cool. It feels more exciting, even though
it is,
I love turn-based RPGs, but in Pokemon it just lends itself more to the action.
Yeah. I also love that it gives you a reason to like think about your move choices a lot more.
Yeah.
Because you'll have some like moves that do just an insane amount of damage, but then they'll have like a recharge time of like 12, which is a long ass time in these fights.
Yeah.
And also, you're also incentivized to have like not too much variety in your types, types that your Pokemon have in moves. Because like, say you're training in that area with all those ground Pokemon. You're training like a Vanillish, for instance, and it's pretty low level. You got one ice move.
Yeah.
And like, then what? Like tackle? Like you have to wait for your one super effective move to come back.
Yeah.
And so you're incentivized to have multiple super effective moves. And so you have this thing of like, okay, say I'm training up like a Staryu. Bubble Beam is more powerful than Aqua Jet. And Staryu generally have more special attack than normal attack, than physical attack. But Aqua Jet is another water move. And it's a water move that recharges quickly and also happens very quickly.
Yeah.
Which is another thing you have to keep in mind. Like, I have an alpha something, I forget what, that has Hyper Beam.
Ooh.
And Hyper Beam takes an Ice Age to actually fire because it's Hyper Beam.
Yeah.
And then it legit also has like a recharge of like 12. Like you can use like 3 or 4 other moves before you can use Hyper Beam again.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's strategic. And it also makes like stat lowering moves like way more enticing.
Yeah, I like that because I never use them in the mainline games at
No.
all. But for the first time, I'm like, oh, I might actually use this.
Yeah, because like you like when you're right in the beginning of the game, like Leer
Yeah.
is busted. Like you trade off like Leer and Scratch, and that's how you win fights, baby.
And again, it ties into the anime because in the anime, like they still use those moves. And I remember being a kid going, why? In the games, they're crap. And I'm like, oh no, actually want to use those moves now. And it just, yeah, it's nice. I feel like a real Pokemon master.
Yeah. 2 like points of criticism I do have. We touched on it previously, but I do think this game should have had voice acting. Like a lot of the dialogue, they already animated lip flaps for it, and it's weird that there's no voice for it.
I also assumed that because of Donkey Kong Bonanza, where they at least fully voiced Pauline, that they could have done something. My only theory why they don't is because you know how the games would use the kind of like the Pokemon calls as they are throughout the games, where they're like little jingly things. If they were doing voice acting, they might have to then change all them to be like how they are in the anime, where they it's actually a voice actor going like Pikachu, which I mean they sometimes do in the games for Pikachu and things, but like maybe like artistically they don't want to do that. But you know what? Just do it. Like, just do it. It's just weird. Like, even watching the opening cutscene and like, the lip flaps are like fully animated and there's just nothing. And I'm like, oh, that's really annoying.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I wish there was slightly more like animation in the cutscenes. Like, there's some cutscenes where like, oh no, he's gonna grab you, and then like it'll fade to black.
Yeah. Or someone will hand you something and it's just like you don't actually see an animation of being handed the thing. It's just like a hand going out and then nothing's there. Yeah. But I imagine that's related to the kind of
time pressure.
Yeah. 100%. If they had like there's some alternative timeline somewhere where they have like what if Game Freak just had as much time to make a Pokemon game as they wanted. And that must be a really fun timeline to be on.
Yeah. I imagine, like, maybe they do it internally, but honestly, having a system similar to Call of Duty, if you do want these games to be coming out yearly, is not the worst idea. Where, like, you know how Call of Duty, they have, like, one... I'm going to maybe say some names that are no longer involved because I haven't paid attention to Call of Duty in a while.
Yeah.
Like, they have one made by Infinity Ward.
Oh, yeah.
And then the next year, they have one made by Treyarch. And then the next year, they have one made by Sledgehammer. And so, like, Infinity Ward, they still have one Call of Duty every year, but Infinity Ward has 3 years to make their Call of Duty.
Yeah. And I mean, like, there's so many I know the Pokemon Company and Nintendo are technically separate, but there's been lots of like first party Switch games that we've talked about and we've played that weren't developed in house. Echoes of Wisdom, for example, wasn't. So they have teams that they could use. But I would prefer that if they have to stick to a certain time frame at all. And also it means more people, designers, developers with more ideas that they could inject into the series. So actually it might be beneficial in that way as well. So
yeah
I
mean, they kind of already do it, right? Because like the Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, that wasn't even Game Freak, right?
I think you're right. Was it what are they called? Grez? It's not Grezco. That sounds like something from Splatoon. What are they called?
ILCA.
Oh, not who I was thinking of. I was thinking of Grezzo.
Most known for developing Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and One Piece Odyssey.
Oh, I've heard that's all right. Not One Piece fan.
Shout out to Wikipedia.
Yay. No AI overview for us. Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, technically, it's like Pokemon Go isn't developed by. If you want to be pedantic about it.
Yeah.
But yes, that would be cool. Yeah, I'm like keeping my like hopes up that when we get to the one that was like this was started on the Switch 2, it was developed for the Switch 2 and it's only on the Switch 2, that's when we'll start to see these things pop up. But also because of the limitations, maybe not. But I'm not giving up hope.
No. Like Pokemon is a series that even with the like tight turnaround time does manage to do incremental progress in like quality of life improvements and interesting new features. And there are some features that I admit I would like to see back that were only in one game and then they never used them again. Like the area dex, I think it was called, from Black and White.
Oh.
Where it was like divided up by like you kind of have it in this game actually, because like when you go to a wild zone you see what Pokemon you've caught in that wild zone. And silhouettes of ones you've seen but haven't caught yet and stuff. But like in I think it was Black and White, you'd go to like an area and you'd open your Pokedex and it'll be just like, this is the Pokedex section for Route 204 or whatever. I don't remember Black and White all that well. It was a long time ago.
It's the same. Was Z not written by the same guy? Same scenario writer as Black and White? Unless I read that wrong.
I don't know.
But yeah, that would be cool. Also, before I just wanted to say this before I forget, I love that you can have a cup of tea with your Pokemon.
Yeah,
that was on,
and it actually like increases your friendship with them
Yeah.
and stuff. Like it has gameplay ramifications as well, and you can take pictures when you do it.
Yeah,
Oh, it's so cute.
I only wish that they implemented like maybe a bit of like a Fire Emblem Three Houses into it, where it like you can interact with the Pokemon in the tea. I mean, in Fire Emblem, you interact with the person. It's not a Pokemon.
Yeah.
But I would have liked maybe something a bit more. But I didn't know it was a thing at all. So I was like, oh, this is really cute, and it's like my favorite thing to do. It's just like, I'm gonna go to this cafe and take photos of my Pokemon. And also, it's a very Paris thing to do because there's a lot of cafes in Paris. So, but no, it's very, very cute.
I have a picture that I posted on my Blue Sky and also in the official Game Podular Discord that I captioned having coffee with my very large son. And there you can see that alpha Gyarados that I'm talking about.
Oh, amazing.
And the sheer size of it.
Oh, because that is what would happen.
Yeah.
I mean, me and my mum take our dog to cafes and things, but she's tiny, so, you know. But it is a thing that happens.
We do want to make it clear neither of us have finished this game
No.
yet. I think we sort of like implied that or alluded to it, but yeah, I think I'm maybe halfway, like if that. But like you, I'm enjoying just like taking my time, doing a lot of exploration, just training a bunch of different Pokemon. Like, I don't know if I'm ever going to use my Arbok, but I have one, you know?
Yeah, I'm just... So it's really annoying because it's like Halloween time. So all the like online games I play are like, oh, we have special Halloweeny things, and they're very distracting. But yeah.
Monster Hunter Wilds has a Halloween event even.
Oh, yeah. For me, it's Fortnite and Marvel Rivals. And I'm like, no, come on, please stop. But though Fortnite is amazing because I now have Velma from Scooby-Doo. And she has an emote where I jump into the mystery machine and it plays the original theme song. Anyway, technically...
That's a long emote.
Yeah, and technically it's Switch 2 related because Fortnite's on Switch 2. But I think. Is it?
Yes.
Anyway, yeah, I'm taking my time and just enjoying it because, you know, it's that time of year where it's getting chilly and you just kind of want to chill on your sofa with like a green tea or a hot chocolate and, play your handheld. And I don't want to be like rushing through it just for the sake of being like, oh, I completed it already. Because I think that's really boring. I don't know. I also feel like sometimes like the FOMO of making sure to finish something kind of just prevents me from really like, experiencing all the nooks and crannies you were talking about. And, oh, I'm going to go down this alleyway and see what's in here. And I like that in a Pokemon game. So I'm just enjoying my time. Taking it slow and steady wins the race.
I will, to cycle back to a previous point about the guy who runs Cerebi. I get why he finished it so quickly.
Oh, yes,
because he has to write coverage for his website.
Yes, of course, yeah.
Right, like guides and stuff.
Yeah, that is my only like, because like at work the like stuff we use to write things, you'll just see like, oh, so and so has uploaded these images. The images that you would see on a website that you read articles from, and I'm like as I'm uploading a photo of a headset, and I'm like, must avert my eyes. Spoilers, no. It's really annoying. But luckily I've not. I mean, yeah, it's not the end of the world. But I fortunately, and I think even the Cerebi guy actually like did a warning saying like, hey, there might be spoiler stuff being posted soon. So if you
he has a spoiler policy of like, I think like a week or two after release is nice. When like the actual spoiler stuff starts hitting.
Yeah, that's for like the position that he's in of what he does. That seems fair. He's not like those people that'll just be like posting ending cutscenes to Expedition 33 the week that it came out. Thank you, lovely human beings, with no spoiler tags or anything. That was great. So that's fair. That's fair dues. Fair dues.
But yeah, we're having a blast with it.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it so much. It is like, I mean, I'm playing a fair number of long games right now. Like I bought Power Wash Simulator last week, or Power Wash Simulator 2 rather. Talked about it a bit on Unfocused after playing like 4.5 hours in like 3 days. But I've been playing a lot of Pokemon, and it's been great.
Yeah.
I'm having a fantastic time with it. Can't wait to play more.
Yeah.
And I assume that also means that this is what we're going to be playing in the near future as well. I'm looking at our notes and both of us have the same things written down. I wonder how that happened.
Yay.
But for the sake of posterity, Rosalie, what are you going to be playing in the near future?
Well, I'm going to be playing Luigi's Mansion, yay, on via Nintendo Switch Online. And I just so happen to own the NSO GameCube controller, so I am especially hyped because I think you briefly mentioned this earlier, but the whenever you play anything on NSO, the buttons feel weird, and it's so much better when you have like the original, a version of the original controller. So I am very glad about that, and I'll be playing Pokemon Legends EA. Yeah. Don't know why I said it like that.
What a hilarious coincidence. I'm also going to be playing Luigi's Mansion in Pokemon Legends EA.
Yay. Although it'd be so good.
As a reminder, Luigi's Mansion will be on stream on twitch.tv/GamePodular. Keep an eye on the Discord and the Blue Sky for an announcement of when we go live. But as a reminder, that's Friday, October 31st at 8 p.m. GMT. I am looking forward to talking about it on the show, though. Luigi's Mansion is one of those games where like, it just has this reputation of just being very good.
Yes.
And I've never gotten to play it, and I've always kind of wanted to because, I mean, look, I'm the younger brother in my family, so I immediately connected with Luigi.
Yeah, he's the best.
Although, on the other hand, my brother really connected with Luigi because he's a lot taller than I am.
Yeah.
So we both have a connection to Luigi, I suppose.
Yeah, I am not a sibling, but I was the person forced to be player 2, aka Tails, and forced to be Luigi in Super Mario Brothers World. So yes, I too empathize with Luigi. I empathize with many Luigis, but that's a story for another day.
Heyo.
But no, I always like when we get the opportunity to talk about like a game that like maybe I grew up with or have a really good like relationship with that you haven't because it's nice to see that perspective of like how it's aged, and to see
Oh
like
yeah, it was great talking about Thousand Year Door.
yes. So this is like another one. So I'm very intrigued. And also it's just a game that I love because I grew up a Super Mario fan and I grew up a big Ghostbusters fan. So it was like
Nice, yeah.
it was a little combination of the two. Lovely, lovely.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
Yeah.
All right, that's going to do it for the main part of our show. Of course, stick around for all the information, the social medias after that, after this. But I mean, you have already heard a couple of them in the course of the show, I suppose. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed listening to it. We'll be back in the near future, of course, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of In Focus. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a review on iTunes. It really helps us get noticed. Also, please tell your friends if you think they'd be interested. Word of mouth really helps too. You can also listen and subscribe on Spotify and other podcast services and YouTube. And if you're listening on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, be sure to check out our sister show, Game Podular Unfocused. Follow us on Blue Sky and at GamePodular.com for updates, news, and other content. Links to all of our socials, including our Discord, Mastodon, and Blue Sky, may be found at our Linktree. If you'd like to support our shows, you can buy us a coffee or become a Game Podular patron. The details for both are on our website. Thank you! This episode was edited by Hilka, and you can follow him at Gear12Turbo at kind.social on Mastodon or at Gear12Turbo.bluesky.social on Blue Sky. He was joined today by me, Rosalie, who you can find at littlerecordgirl.bluesky.social on Blue Sky. Have a good one.